Harley Davidson is really like almost like a cult following because we have something known as the Harley Owners Group called Hogs. This Harley Davidson motorcycle is from the Sportster family and it's called a 48. And the reason I think why it's called a 48 is that it's retained the designs of the motorcycles that were prevalent in the World War II and post-World War era. This was always one of my dreams, to have a bike like this and to do it up and modify it and customize it and hit the highways and enjoy the freedom that it offers. It's been fun all the way since I've got this bike in terms of riding it, in terms of customizing it. It's been great. Well, my journey in the Merchant Navy started way back in 1977 when I joined as a cadet. And I've been sailing out at sea now for almost about 35 years. Last about 25 years as a captain. It's been great fun all the way. I'm in a kind of a specialized arm of the Merchant Navy which deals with dredging. I don't know how many of you know what dredging is, but it's an activity involving deepening of harbors, maintaining new harbors, boat construction, creating islands, reclamation of land and so on. I've done some projects in Taiwan and Middle East, to mention some in Iraq, Bahrain, the UAE, of Dubai. Our company has been involved in these building of these islands which are world famous, Palm Jumeirah, Palm Deira in the world, in Middle East. The sailing from the UAE to India takes us through the HRA, which is short form for the high risk area. What the anti-piracy drills and the actions and the reality that what could be the aftermath in case you're captured by pirates. And we take a lot of precautions. We rig up the ship all around with razor wires, like those rolls of wires you find around prison walls. Plus we have these anti-piracy drills on board, actions to be taken in case pirates are approaching, action to be taken in case the pirates are already on board. What we call a lockdown condition, where we practice to get away from the pirates and lock ourselves in a steel enclosed area, mostly the engine room, so that we are not likely to be taken as hostages.
If the pirates find you, remember, you know the ship, they don't. Make them feel like they're in charge, but keep them away from the important things like the generator and the engine controls.
The drills are taken very seriously by the crew because they realize that it's a life and death situation. If you ever get caught up in a situation like that, I mean, it can be horrendous. It can be a total psychological breakdown as well as physical harm. Freedom that you have when you ride alone is unsurpassable when you have a pillion, because you have to be a little more careful with the road, with the comfort of the pillion rider. When you're on a bike like this, as you head out of town and embrace the open highways, it's absolute pure freedom. It's so exhilarating. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it's unbelievable. When I come home, I look forward to getting onto my Harley Davidson, and that bike of mine is a Sportster 48, and that's the love of my life. I really miss her or him, whatever you may call, when I'm on board the ship. And then we finish our 2 months on board, and then off we go home. So it's like you finish a term in the jail and then you go out on bail. when you drive across on a highway in a car, you're looking at the scenery. You're looking all around through tinted glasses and through air conditioning, not really feeling the environment. And you're looking at the scenery. But when you're on a bike, I think here I would aptly describe it as you're part of the scenery, because you're feeling everything around you. You're part of the environment. You're feeling the air. You're feeling the heat. You're feeling the cold. You're feeling the dust, the humidity, everything, and the noise. I mean, there you are part of the scenery. You're not looking at the scenery. You're part of the environment. You're part of the scenery. But for me, it's Harley Davidson, and I just enjoy my rides, whether in town. Of course, it's not so great because of the traffic, but then when you step out onto the highway, the same sense of freedom that you get when you get off the ship and into a boat and you're heading ashore after finishing your 2 months is the same kind of feeling when you get onto your bike and get out of town and start moving out when the traffic thins out and you're hitting the highways and your speed is going up, and it's beautiful. It's really a tremendous feeling of freedom and exhilaration, pure exhilaration.